Mic check. Yesterday my mic was scuffed as fuck and I'm not sure if it is still scuffed as fuck. Could it be? Could it be? Could not be? Could be? Never know. Everything here is a gamble. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, is this working or is this not working? Seems like it's working. And with that said, where did we last leave off on Dragon Ball Z? I already have tested Dahlia in this place, and I got 352 score, so I could pretty much go from there in terms of testing. And I have forgotten a haul. I think the best I've done is one cycle. I haven't zero cycle with Silver Wolf E2. So I have a pretty decent idea of where Silver Wolf stand, like in alright, so APOC got 352 against the thing, the bug. In Forgotten Hall, I have one cycle against this boss right here, and I'm able to zero cycle Kafka. And against so against for this side of the Forgotten Hall, I have one cycle of this boss, zero cycle and Kafka with this team, with the Elation team. So that's the basis for what the Elation Iwana Silver Wolf is doing. Against the King, I'm able to zero cycle with Sparksy with no healer, so that's whatever. And that King pretty much chills the living fuck out of it. E2 Silver Wolf, which is crazy because, you know, outside of that, Silver Wolf is not gonna really get to use her E2 twice, which is the ideal situation. So pretty much pay to win character with a scuffed ass team, unless the only way to like unscuff Silver Wolf in my opinion is to create a healer that buffs both her and Sparksy. So you want the healer to have some kind of something in your kit that says every time you generate like a punchline using a skill, every time you use a skill point to generate punchline. So you could basically double up on what Sparksy's doing. Which should kind of make Sparksy's Lycone better, because Sparksy's Lycone give you higher skill point countage. Anyway, so back to the plan, back to the pure fiction. I'm able to 4K, but I will have one turn left. So she could 4 turn. She could 40k, but she would have only 1 turn left. So it takes 3 turns to 40k. Look, I'm getting skill points way faster than normal. So right now I'm just getting a feel for everything. Okay, wait, this she still has her thing. I thought I should have gotten out of her ult by now. Oh, so yeah, Sparksy needs a buff. So that's what it looks like on a auto for. Just not these two out. And 51. At this rate, I should be close to maxing out her. I'm at 42 right now. Of course, I don't actually have her. I'm just saying for hopefully the next I'm pre-forming for the next elation character, which I assume will have need similar investment that she currently wants. Let's have some fun. Kind of crazy when if you ask me how much stronger what's her name is than Evanesia is the Silver Wolf. Evan Encia. Yeah. Looks like this is not going to be a zero cycle. Not zero cycles. Looks like it's going to take more than 2 turns. Essentially, it looks like it's going to take more than what it usually takes, because usually it'd be over by now. Yeah. We're going into the next cycle. So with that an auto, I have to go all the way to zero cycle. Which it doesn't really mean the same thing as it does in MOC. MOC counts up the lower you are, or the higher you are. I don't know. The lower you are 0, yeah. MOC counts up. So the lower you are, the better your that says about your results. If you have 0, good. And for your fiction, it counts down. So you start at 4, it counts down. So the higher you are in the case, 4 being the highest, the better your run essentially is. Well, then again, MOC also counts down in the sense that you have 30, 29 stuff. Just that the way that it's, well, I guess it's the same thing. But so making things so overcomplicated for no reason. And anomaly arbitration. Can I even clear? I can't clear this one out. This one is impossible to clear in auto. I could 2-cycle it, but that requires me to play it manually. Wrong thing. So after this, I'm gonna unlock E2 and see how she does in APOC against the Bog, which has it really highlights how mid Silver Wolf is. I've never seen such a mid character. Like, I'm really hoping that. Well, I don't even know what to hope, because if there's another Nihility supporter, Silver Wolf is. The whole Silver Wolf team gets fucked because somebody's leaving. Sparks your Yao Guang. Like, you don't want to leave, it's gonna be fucked up. Because it just meant that you pull a bad character. And I could have gotten a Lycone or Idol on instead. But that's how he does it. So what's your name is already in that store? Which one? I guess which one is just that mid? I'm gonna see how far I get on auto. Cause the more damage you do, the less your healer matters. Yeah, I have no faith in this actually working. Just a restart. Elvis gonna push. Healing. Where's he heal? Death. I need healer. So that's a complete failure. Like, I'm pretty sure no characters could die for this, yeah. Against the king, though, you could have a character that dies. Hopefully, Amber Lord. So that's pretty much that. I'd have to play manually to get it. 3 stars like what I did here. But aside from that, not gonna happen. And now we try APOC on auto. Like at first, man, like Silverwolf needs to go down to like the bottom tier. It's crazy how bad she is. Like she's not made for pure fiction, and she's not made for APOC, which is hilarious. Because then you have Evanescence, who is made for all three game modes. Evanescia 1, fastest power creep in all of Genshin. Maybe a support is made that's perfectly for Silverwolf, but for right now, for this patch, next patch, and then once you find out what's in the next patch, Nilux or whatever, and the only way to make Silverwolf a really good character at this point is to buff Sparksy. Like you need a healer that buffs Sparksy and create fuck tons of punchline. If Sparks doesn't get buffed, then it's kind of a wrap for the Evanescence. Teams are just gonna be better because alright, so at this point you either have to buff Sparksy, replace Sparksy, or replace Yao. Basically you need to buff Sparksy. Or replace Sparksy. That's the only way to. So either the Nilux is a support character that buffs Sparksy and Silverwolf, so you take Yao Guang out the team, or they make so either Silverwolf needs to. Alright, so either Sparksy gets buffed by Nilux, or you replace her with Nilux, and that's it. Or whatever the support characters. Either support character needs to be a healer that buffs Sparksy, or a support that replaces Sparksy. There's no in between. Sparksy is the key to decide whether or not. Well, not so much the key, because you could also, as I said before, replace her with the next. But she's the deciding factor. Because either she's getting replaced or buffed. Zero in between. Silverwolf is bad. Really bad. So she takes forever to get to her halt, and then on top of that, she takes forever to kill the enemy. And no buff for Silver Wolf. Yeah, this is about as much as I get when I play manually. Exactly how much I got when I played manually. Or did I play manually? Did I also put it on auto? Alright, so this is the exact same score I got last time. 3524. Time to activate Silver Wolf's E2. I've tested Pure Fiction. I've tested gotten a haul. I got one cycle Pure Fiction. I had to go all the way to zeros. Or the cycle. Or I had to use all 4 cycles to get to 40k. So once again, mid character. Like if I never like Silver Wolf is such a bad character. Like if you're pulling for meta, Silver Wolf is a character you only get for global passive. Evidencia is a character you get if you only do damage. So you have to pretty much cope with that. The sustainable by then it's too late. Also, most of the patches are already gone. Whatever. Silver Wolf, anyone who pulls Silver Wolf for damage just got scammed. This is what it is. So what else is there? So we have that. So Forgotten Hall, 1 cycle. Pure Fiction took me all 4 cycles to get to 40k. APOC got us to 35k with 24. 354k. I just did an APOC. And then 3524 is what I just did in APOC. And then for the other one, Anomaly Arbitration, I wasn't able to clear. So this was after entering the God Mode's player state extends the duration of all boss by 1 turn. In the current God Mode state, for every 120 points of hidden MMR increase, including Gem Silver Wolf gains a 1 turn and gain 1 use of enhanced basic attack. Max level 15 says who? Basic attack is the new ultimate. But this only increases to 13. I think you need both for them to be 15. No. This is skill plus 2, basic attack plus 1. Elation. What is this? What's going on, Federal Poop Meister? I just decided to use my will character. What's going on in the world of Ballad Cats and what is the game called? What is the other game called? There was Little Rocky Lad, which you refused to play. There's Pokemon Ultra Sun, which you refused to play. There's NTE that you refused to play. You play Uma Musume, you play Ballad Cats, and you play Demon Lord A Block or something crazy. Something with a block in his name. I know it's Demon Lord something, can't remember. Anyway, I have to go check on this chicken real quick. Good God. Bellcast celebrating 111 downloads. Good God. So many people made that mistake of downloading Bellcats. So what do they give you? What's the reward for celebrating such a momentous occasion? Demon from a blocker. It's kind of crazy. Silverwolf is still freaking worse than what's her name? There's an event where if you grind enough, you get a free platinum ticket, guaranteed Uber. In this economy. Demon Lord from a blocker. And here I thought you only play good games. Like, good God. Silverwolf is so mid. Oh my gosh, he's so mid. I'm using the E2 Silverwolf. We got Scam Federal. Polio basically introduced a character. And then the next patch to introduce an even stronger character. Wow, E2 Silverwolf does nothing. And you'd be right in thinking that I do play wonderful games. Have you even caught up on your Genshin grind? Wow, this is miserable. This is horrible. Like goddamn Federal, I got scammed. I thought E2 of a character would be really good, but no, it's horrible. He doesn't even do anything. I'm literally about to get the exact same score I got at E1. Wow, okay, yeah. I didn't even get an extra turn. E2 Silverwolf was a scam. I also pull for Mati Kane Fukyu Kitaru support card in Uma Musume. It was a disastrous pulling session, but I managed to max it out. Good lord. Always Federal getting lucky. So basically I got 60 remaining values. Wow. Do we even have 60 remaining value? Oh shit. I'm about to get the exact same score I got last time, huh? No, I am not. I save. How many I save? I save. I literally only went from 1524 to now 1553. So 24 from that is equal to 30. So 29. And that's only if I kill her right here. And I did not kill her right here. So the amount of skill value I have saved is negative. I am now. Or is this right? I am getting a lower score. No, it is right. I am about to get a lower score, Federal, after activating my character's constellation. I just got a lower score. I have never seen that before. That's amazing. I just got a lower score. Right now the score is 5-9 something. And it's right. Damn, I really got scammed here. The worst part is basically this character came out like, well, the banner ended yesterday. Their banner ended yesterday. And the new character that came out right now completely destroys them. Fastest power creep I've ever seen in a gacha game. Just happened. It is genuinely crazy. I have never seen such a fast power creep like what I've just witnessed today. Yeah, this character is gonna need a lot of buffing. So imagine in the same patch that Veresa came out, another electric DPS plunger came out. They use the same support characters. Only that the one that came out second half is stronger than Veresa. And that's kind of the situation we find ourselves in right now. Yeah, but even Crash Fever that fast. Oh yeah, it feels bad. Oh man, that's crazy. You don't understand it. Basically, how would I describe it? It's like this team has so many more characters, and and the other character team is more free to play than this one. Other character team is more free to play than this. But that's crazy that I got a lower score. Maybe something was wrong. Maybe the universe didn't line up. But anyway, what's going on? Any new exams? What about the software engineering thing? I think that's what you said you were doing. This character can't be taken full advantage of her buff. Right now, you can't even get full advantage of her 240 MMR. This character is only good because she's being shielded. January, July. He's gonna take a break. Oh, no zero cycle. Cool. I'm I'm clearing at the exact same rate. I was cleared at before. Oh shit. I literally cleared at the exact same rate that was cleared at before. Oh my god, Federal, I got scammed. I don't even know what to say. I got scammed. Not even a zero cycle. Only have one turn of a haha instant. I'm clearing at the exact same rate. This is why you should quit all your games and start playing more F2P friendly games like Battlecast. But it's not like I'm clearing. It's just is you get a strong character you think is supposed to be strong, and then you come to the realization that they kind of suck. So there is to it. Um, just go get the Lycon, cause right now you go to display, go to the Herta. Cause either way I'm getting scammed. Either this character here, this Sparksy character, either she's a scam or she's a scam. One of these short girls are a scam. I just don't know who yet. I do not know who. Guess I don't really need to level up a separate Lyco. One of these characters are a scam federal. Let me see this one. We just have to figure out who the scammer is. And once we do, I'll let you know. We figured this out, don't worry. So all the traces are maxed out. I am done. Anime man situation is crazy. What is this? After using attack, fixed amount of temp, gain 3 when I certify holes, electric damage. And the game recommends you level up ultimate first, elation skill. But this is just more damage. He doesn't really do damage. Oh. I fucked up a character's build. I fucked up her build. Smart. Set. Get rid of you. Firm. And now I have you. Let's see how this plays out. Which hole you against? But yeah, this is a bit disheartening. Imagine getting a C2 of a character and they perform worse than when you had them at and higher, a lower investment. Doesn't that feel like a bitch? So this is where you go like this. So you done the Genshin event? I know you're a procrastinator. Two turns, 32 turns. I finished the main one, the one that gets Jehoda, but I still haven't started the new one. My god, man. Procrastination. Can I see how much certified banger she has right now? Yeah, she has it. Still cannot get the impressive clear. Still cannot get my zero cycle. Actual scam wolf. Yeah, I'm actually quite perplexed. Let's have some fun. Oh man, no. I might as well see what's happening on the Ballocats Reddit. How the Ballocats degens are. 85k people actually visit this site. Playing Ballocats with Tankat, little brother, 15, walks in the room and stares at my screen. Wait, she's from a game? What caused this? What the fuck? What does this have 500 upvotes? I made a baby. His name is Henry, but not after the Ballocats enemy. What? Is this a recurring joke that everything is a reference to Ballocats, but not really? Me rushing to clear all the Ballocats event stages that I haven't cleared yet, which also have like 2 hours left until it disappears, like it's my school assignment. This is what Ballocats players do. Everything is a Ballocats reference, even this guy's baby. I finished the main one, and that's it. Retiring, forever young, not racing after 2026. Turf or dirt route for rest of the year, still undecided. First girls. Uma Musume. Apparently, my mom calls the plushies all group Cap the second. I wonder who first is. First to go voice anything in a game that's actually good. Boichi Raka, Bhutan Wake Up Girls, Four Seasons, Pokemon Horizons. Like, this is supposed to be a. It looks like a guy, but it's a girl. Never knew Pokemon was going woke or DEI, making girls look like boys. It's a good thing Asmin Gold didn't come across it, or Federal, or any Italians. They'll be outlawing Pokemon. Hey, panty and stocking. Jinshi Withering Waves. So she has not voiced a single time in a Ahoya game? That's crazy. At this point, I thought every single Japanese voice actress would have voiced in a Hoya game by now. But I was mistaken. Leech Resonance Pantera Rimjaw Summon. What is happening here? Ain't Grimjaw like a old ass character? Do you think that story? Is it Brave Souls or something else? At least Soul Resonance, okay. Persona 5 collab. Funny thing, there's already a Persona 5 gacha game. Man, like Al is just giving up Persona to collab with anybody. And every time it collapses the game dies. Yeah. It's pretty evident that what's her name is mid as fuck. Sparksy is a scam, especially with E2. With E2, Sparksy is a scam. Actually got a higher score using the free character than I did using the character I paid for. Fantastic. Fan-fucking-tastic. And the crazy thing is, you're supposed to be spamming your skills, so these NPCs, the computer's never playing optimally. This thing just keeps going. What cycle am I on? One cycle. I have to always remember to cast Yao Guang's skill. Where's he heals? So I'm getting the same 2 cycle I was before. But I'm killing them way faster. Yeah. Yep. Silver Wolf Scammer Extraordinaire. And this game actually has artifact loadouts. Genshin can never. The hell is this? Why is there a non-mommy version of Lady? What? This character is just as mommy as that lady from Resident Evil. What's going on here? What do you know about Resident Evil? Thought you were. Thought you were into this type of stuff, Federal. Every time I turn my head, you reveal something new about yourself. First, you weren't into animes, but you know all the anime terminologies. And now you're telling me you know about Resident Evil 8? Where does the lie stop? Where does the lie stop? You're telling me this ain't mommy, Federal? You're telling me these coconuts right here aren't mommy enough for you? Is this what you're telling me? Is that what you're putting down? Like a new Italians couldn't be trusted, but I didn't know you guys were also liars. Guess I should have figured that out when people said Italians couldn't be trusted, but I'm still surprised you could look at this and say this isn't a mommy. It's crazy. Just blasphemous at that point. Just unadulterated blasphemy against all the thick mommies out there. I don't know how you live with yourself. How does one live with himself? Save that. That lady, is it mommy? She looks flat? What the fuck? Every screen, she looks thick as fuck. I'm just surprised they allowed her to be on screen, given how thick she is. Usually somebody would have reported Hoya by now to be like, oh my god, what about the children? The waifus are so thick. In this gacha game, kids can't be playing this. That's the kind of reaction I expected. But damn, man, I got scammed. I've never seen a character so mid in my life from Constellations. Like, her whole team needs a buff. Like, that's crazy. I don't even know what to think anymore. I'll just leave it in auto. She looks like character. God damn. Like, I knew you had bad taste, Fertile, but I didn't know your taste was this bad. Like, I'm like, oh, Fertile had bad. This bad? Dinner time, of course. Always dinner time. Either Federal is snacking on plum cake or he's having dinner for the third time today. I don't like to say, I don't like to point it out, but at a certain point, Federal, gotta put the fork and spoon down. Becoming an addiction. I might even get, oh, at least this. So when it's her turn, you cast her oath. Oh, this didn't even work. Right now she has 1, 2. Like by this point, what's her name is done? Evanesia. Silverwolf needs a Nova Flare. Her E2 needs a Nova Flare. Everything does needs a Nova Flare. This character is just too mid. Right now, 1 and 2. Yep. Should be over now. Right. The difference is nothing. Oh god, E2 Silverwolf, biggest scam in the world. Right now is a 60 difference. 60 action value difference. Between E1 and E2 is 60 action value. All you need to know is that a more free-to-play friendly Evanescence is getting much higher clears than that. Evanescence is dogging on Silver Wolf. Has similar and less investment. He's getting way higher scores. Essentially, the word on the street is Sparksy's a scam. That's all you need to know. Sparksy was a scam. I guess that's all there is to it. Anyway, so that's the conclusion. If you're to go for a character at low investment, get Evanescence. Her with a free Weiwei, E0, a free EMC. Of course, ideally you want her E1 and her Lycos, that's 3 costs. And you want 1 Yao Guang, that's 4 costs. That 4 cost team is stronger than my. So you getting what? So you getting. Cause I'm not gonna count Weiwei, because you can just buy her from the shop. If you have a companion spirit, just get her from the shop. And stuff, and that's way less pulls, because right now I'm forced to hope that the next elation character is a healer for some reason. Like Hyacinth, and on top of that, they need to buff Sparksy. And they need to buff Silver Wolf, so they need to give both speed and some kind of skill points. Either generation or some kind of skill point locked buff. So they have to lock a buff behind skill points. They'll be like, well, if you this is how we're gonna justify Sparksy being on a elation team. We're gonna lock one of the buffs for this awesome elation character behind you. Having Sparksy on the team, but she's the only one who could use it. Lisa just got 5 gems. So that's cool. But there's really no other way. Sparksy is the elephant on that team. Like, ideally, the way I'm looking at it right now is to pretty much give up on Elation, because the DPS for Elation is not going to last long. The only way for Silver Wolf to be good right now is if you're getting the 240 MMR every time she goes into God mode. Outside of that, and we're pretty much clear that what's her name can't do it. Sparksy at E0 cannot do it. Even if you have to create some kind of soul character that's like give double the the punchline for spending skill points. For like every skill point you spend, you get 2. Like right now for Sparksy, you get 1. So they have to create a character that says you get 2. Or something insane. For it to work where Sparksy is able to. But then again, what they could do, because right now Sparksy's running a speed boot, huh? Because the next Legend character is also speed lock. You don't need 3 speed characters. And then Astro, that is a solution, huh? That is the solution. But you want your Sparksy to still go quite often. Like, you don't want Sparksy going once or twice. You want her to go as often as possible. More than for just elation, but also for her to build up a decent amount of. The Sparksy still wants speed. If you want her to be popular. be able to build punchline at a reasonable rate. Uh, I got scammed. I don't know what to think about it. Well, I do know what to think about it. If I'm playing for meta, I give up on Sparksy. I give up on Silver Wolf. As in, I get the sustain. I don't try to pull Lycones. I don't try to make it. Like the Elation team, I went hard on. Even then, I only went hard because Evernight, which I got completely destroyed on. Her banner. Completely destroyed. So right now, the best thing to do is to give up on Elation. Once I get the sustain, don't try to pull Lycones. Don't try to pull anything. Most I make 2 more investment into Elation. Where they're gonna be, so it's gonna be characters, gonna be a sustain is gonna be guaranteed. And that's it. And if Nilux isn't the sustain, I move on. Like I really wanted Nilux, but if she's in, I don't really care about characters because once they get into battle, it's pretty much game or auto. I'm just gonna say Silver Wolf was a global passive character and move on my life. And maybe they introduced a Dahlia, and even then, that pulling Dahlia didn't feel that bad because for the most part, the team I had for Silver Wolf actually lasted. No, the team I had for Firefly actually lasted until the next patch. And if the enemies are shilling Elation, then yeah, I have nothing to worry about. So I could just have Silver Wolf be Elation shill. At the moment, so Elation is being shilled. She's just not gonna be a universal support DPS like Evanesia. Like whoever skips Silver Wolf, like Silver Wolf only perk is the fact that she's a global passive. Outside of that, she is pretty much a dead character, so and the moment they start having character, they'll be like, oh, you could have 3 global passives activated, then Silver Wolf is a complete scam. If they create a 4th, even better, like they create 1, 2 more global passive. Whatever then. Dying is a optional thing. So you could turn off Casteries global passive. Anyway, so Silver Wolf super mid. Nowhere near as strong as it. Casteries was when she came out, and nowhere near as strong as Evanesia. And her E2 is a scam. Her E2, people were recommending her E2. My god, man. Her E2 is a fucking scam. It's one of the worst E2s in the game. The funny thing is, if they create a character that buffs it, like creates a fuck ton of punchline, that just makes Evanesia so much better because that's how she gets her ults. Like Silver Wolf is just not balanced around anything. Like what the fuck? Like, there's no way to make Silver Wolf as strong as Evanesia. Unless they lock the elation healer sustain or fucking preservation. They have to not make us Evanesia OP as fuck with a Silver Wolf. This because it doesn't matter. As long as the character generates a fuck ton of punchline, and any character that generates a fuck ton of punchline is gonna make keep Evanesia being stronger than Silver Wolf, unless that character also has an extra trace that scales with skill point expenditure, which will require Hoyo to keep investing into Sparksy. So Hoyo would need to be like, alright, we're gonna keep investing in Sparksy. So that there's justification as to why you have a boat, Sparksy, and Elation on the Elation team. Because anything else is just not gonna work. It's kind of crazy. So what's the life lesson here? The life lesson here is, frankly, I don't know. I don't know. There was no right answer. I guess the right answer was to the skip Elation, skip Sparks, skip Silver Wolf. and just get the OP. Yeah, Miko. But it is what it is. Anyway, that's enough from me for today.